We live.
Salute to the people. What's good with it? Last one was happening. Salute. You still up in this thing.
Yeet.
We better late than never, right? Yeah, we a little bit late. It's all good. We here though. You know what I'm saying? We about to watch Fury vs. Dillian Whyte. Salute to the people. Fluence got Zien up in the building with us.
We in this joint. Apologize in the earlier of the week. We didn't get to give y'all our content like we usually do. But bear with us, man. We dealing with stuff. You feel me?
Xfinity, man. They don't want to mess with me, man. But hopefully from now on we're gonna be good to go. Hopefully too, we're good for this whole entire stream. You know what I'm saying? But cross fingers.
We should be
dotted eyes, cross T's, nothing but love. Hopefully too. Oh, playback, my bad. Just want to make sure everything's good for the audio side of the game.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Lost One. He been rocking with us for forever. You feel me? And I know he was big on this fight, even though we already know Tyson Fury is going to give this man word.
I don't know about that. You got to chill. That's disrespectful.
Oh, my bad, y'all. Flu is a big Dillian Whyte fan. Ever since he figured out his backstory and what he had to come up through, this man loves Dillian Whyte with all.
You know, Dillian Whyte had a kid at 13, right?
Yeah, you told me.
I think you said it one of your. Say it every time.
I think you said it in one of your videos too when you were saying it. You stated
that's
that.
A man right there. Take care of his responsibilities.
But that doesn't mean I have to like him because of that.
I know. Still though, I'm gonna talk my shit. Dillian Whyte's gonna catch Tyson Fury with a left hook in the third round, and no one's gonna expect it. Bow! He's gonna go down. Down.
Body shot or face shot?
It's gonna be a face shot. He's gonna start with the body. Boom, hurt him. Tyson Fury's gonna be like, "Oh, I ain't never hit with something like that." You know what I'm saying? My body too soft for that type of power, that type of heat. He's gonna back up, wheel back. He's gonna try and slip up out of the way of Dillian Whyte's hook and bow. Get caught right on the bottom of the chin. Everybody gonna be like, whole entire stadium's gonna go quiet. They ain't even gonna know what to say.
Only reason I can't. Now you say, like, you're right. You always say styles make the matchup, style make the fight. But the way Povetkin did that, man, I'm just like, I just don't see him just beating Fury, man. Just Povetkin did him so foul. He came back and gave Povetkin that work. So salute to them for that. But I can't forget that knockout, man. He looked great.
Hey, don't be disrespecting Whyte like that. Look, I will say this. This will be my one excuse. I'm interested. Well, I don't know if it's an excuse, but I am interested to see how Tyson Fury fights this fight because the last two fights against a guy like Deontay Wilder, he was coming forward. He's still with the same trainer, Sugar Hill. Is he going to use that same, the same type of approach, or is he going to end up changing? He's going to go back to fighting off the back foot.
That's how he's going to beat Dillian Whyte. He has to fight fire with fire. He can't be on his back foot because, Dillian Whyte pushes the pace. He comes for the body, and he comes relentlessly. So if he matches that energy, then that's be his best counter. But if he's just going to try to tiptoe to, because Dillian, not to disrespect Wilder, but as far as his fundamentally, boxing and all that, like Dillian Whyte's been in the game for a long time. You feel me? He's perfected that body craft. You feel me? Wilder want to come in the third fight and all of a sudden go to body shots. Like, bro, you've never done that your whole career. Like, what is you doing?
That's that Malik Scott magic. Ooh. You get with Malik Scott all of a sudden, baby. Hey, look, he already had all these tools in his toolbox. You know what I'm saying? All we had to do was just open it up. We just had to reach back down and, we had to spine him and pull him out of him. He already had him.
Man, that's like saying LeBron James going to start shooting like Steph Curry now. But all we had to do was get in the gym. It's like, man, let LeBron be LeBron, man.
Supposed to utilize your strengths. Last one said Tyson coming to box, but we have to fight. So last one thinks he's coming to box. If you look at the mid work on some of the the open workout and then just some of the training footage that's been out, it does look like he is coming to box more so than come forward like he was with Deontay. But you can only take so much from that because I'm like they're only releasing what they want you to see. I was gonna say I want Whyte body shotting in the clinches if Tyson Fury allows it to be in the clinch.
But he said a 8-round KO. I got Whyte KO. Is he saying Whyte's gonna KO?
Yeah, he said I got Whyte KO. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, what do you mean by that? Do you got Whyte by KO, or are you saying he's gonna lose by KO? I think he's saying he got Whyte by KO though. That's what it looks like.
That's crazy. You got somebody on your team, Flu.
There we go. You
got somebody rooting.
It's interesting to me too when it comes to this fight. I feel like no one in the States cared about this fight. That's how I personally felt.
Nobody did, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Only reason Zeno knew about it is because after Wilder, he was like, I actually like Fury, like that white man cocky. He said he going in there really trying to rumble.
Yeah, so he wanted to see Whyte KO and Tyson.
Dang, if he do that, bro, oh my goodness. Whyte's gonna exceed himself. It's gonna show that makes Anthony Joshua look like a god, low key. Even though he lost those 2 fights, like you gotta put some respect on his name.
Technically, and then also you can look at it this way: if Tyson Fury loses this fight, I know he's talking about retiring after all this good stuff, but if Tyson loses this fight, it revives the heavyweight division back to what it was before the Fury Deontay Wilder trilogy, because the whole allure of what if now comes back to everyone's head. Because I'm like, in my opinion, right now Tyson Fury is like the king of the kings right now on top of the heavyweight division. So it's like, okay, you guys all have to fight each other if you want to get to me, or I can threaten to retire, blah blah blah. If he loses to Dillian Whyte, like you said, it makes AJ look better because he beat Dillian Whyte. Now we're looking at Joseph Parker in a different light because he went to war with Dillian Whyte. He deserves a second fight. So now it kind of opens up the reins of like,
and then
all right,
you never know.
I want to see this guy fight this guy. This guy fight this guy. Now Wilder's up in conversation
get his belt
again.
back by fighting Whyte next, because remember Whyte's been calling him out.
And I want to see why Whyte want to try and make that fight happen. So I like Fury too, but I want Whyte to win more just because of all the corporate WBC put him through. Yeah. Oh crap. Excuse me. Yeah, they did. He was mandatory for a long, long time. So I agree with that. What's good with it, Evan and Sweet? Good to see you in the building, bruh. We out here.
I'm sorry, man. I know y'all. I'm supposed to be rooting for the brother, but I'm not gonna lie, man. That 6'9" freak right there gonna get it done, boy. He gonna get it done. That boy right there crazy.
Fire. Here we go. I'm interested to see. I just want to see his approach, man. That's it. I just want to see if he comes in a different approach, man. Like for real. Because I'm like, it's just gonna be interesting to see what he ends up choosing, stylistically to approach Dillian Whyte. And I'm gonna be interested to see how Dillian Whyte approaches this fight.
Facts.
I'm like last one said, he got to go for the KO.
He got to, huh? If he done, he lose it.
He's not about to outbox Tyson Fury. We all know that. Shit, who does Dillian Whyte outbox ever? He's looked good sometimes though, boxing. He put it on Pavetic in that second fight though. He might have got knocked out the first fight, but that second fight he made great adjustments and he put it on that boy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna respect people that come back, because it's hard to come back after you got after you lost and to make adjustments and then win. You know what I mean?
It's the same
That's why I want to see Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman again, because I'm like, I feel like Keith get that man work. Oh, Pacquiao retired, huh? We'll never see that again.
But they're saying he might come back though.
Man, please. He ain't coming back. He know what to do.
What's good with it? We got Estrada in the building. What's happening? You got Fury at 7. So he more on your side of the game, guys.
Yeah, Estrada, you know what the deal is. I got Fury decision, man. He's not gonna knock this man out. He's gonna go to decision, man.
That'd be crazy if he knocked out Dillian Whyte. If he knocked out Dillian Whyte, then I won't have nothing else to say about what he did to Wilder. I won't question anything. But see, that's the thing too. If he doesn't knock out Dillian Whyte, I'm also gonna be questioning those knockouts over Wilder even more, because I'm like, how are you just able to push back? Like, I'm not even gonna get into it.
No, I hear what you're saying though.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into it. Dillian Whyte, he always looks like he's like out of shape, but he's in shape.
I swear he do. He looking like a juice ball in there, man. I ain't gonna lie, like the glove work though. Dillian Whyte southpaw?
No. Yes, he is, isn't he?
He's fighting it, but
he is fighting southpaw, but I don't think he's southpaw. I think he's doing that on. I think he's doing this on purpose.
I'm like, bro, I could have swore he was orthodox. Like,
yeah, he almost threw me off there. I was like, wait, is he? Hold on, no, he's not.
I'm like, wait a minute, like, when did he start fighting in this stance? Because when they was doing the glove pat, it was like right on right. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Hey, I will say this though. Tyson Fury does look big out there, but Dillian Whyte's a big boy too. Dillian looks like
he's looking just as big as him. That's what I'm saying.
I wonder how much he came in. That's crazy too, because I did a reaction to the weigh-ins, but I didn't listen to when they actually said
his weight.
Yeah, like I remember Tyson Fury. He came in the lightest he's been in a while.
When they switched hats, was that like a sign of respect or something?
Okay, yeah, that's right. Last one said Whyte is southpaw. Okay, I was tripping.
Okay.
You're right.
I just haven't seen him fight in a minute, so I forgot. But
yeah. Both of us all tripped up. Yeah,
I could have sworn he was orthodox, man. But
so, real quick, that was a big right hand. But answering the questions we was, I guess I was asking earlier. Fury's boxing on his back foot. He's not coming forward like he did against Wilder. Interesting. He's having a proper box with Whyte. Also, too, if you guys didn't know, Dillian Whyte was Fury's sparring partner back in the day. They
So you think he understands Fury more?
Yeah, either that or him and his team know that, you know, Whyte always got dominated in all the sparring and he has no chance. There's that too. So it could be one or the other.
That's the released information from the camps that he's always got worked.
It's rumors out there, but, you know, you can never, in sparring, you don't really take much from that.
Because remember they said Gervonta Davis got worked by Devin Haney or something like that, and everybody was like, that didn't happen.
Yeah, but that was confirmed by Roger. Excuse me, not Roger. Floyd Mayweather Sr.
That Devin gave that man work. Mm-hmm. I can believe that though, because I'm like, Devin's just patient, man. He's slick. He's, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to sparring, like, you're not throwing your hardest shots, you know. So it's all about the skill. And I feel like Devin got a little bit more.
But if it gets
chippy,
you know, yeah, if it gets chippy, it becomes a real fight basically. Like you're looking for the knockout. And I'm pretty sure at that level, yeah, I'm pretty sure it got there because they said it happened twice in the same day.
I say this though,
Devin Haney showed up to the gym, and Gervonta, he was sparring, and Devin, he was like, let me get in there with you, or he was his coach or something. His coach was talking shit, and they're like, all right, let's get up in there, and they went at it the first time, and it was close, I guess, or something like that. And Gervonta and his team was kind of talking shit, and then Devin was like, let's go again. This time let's put money down. And it was like, all right, bet. And they put money down this time. Then supposedly the story is Devin Haney put that work on.
That money on the line. That boy Devin turned into a Devin beast, huh?
Devin Money Man Haney.
Hey, bro, if he beats Camboso's fool, he's gonna send himself into some heights that not many boxers has gone to, man, at an early age.
Shit. For one, he's gonna have to fight him again in the same place.
Hey, that's a rematch clause?
Yeah, they had to do a rematch clause, and then if he beats Kambosos both times, then he has to fight Loma.
Why did he get a rematch clause, but Loma and Teofimo didn't?
It was based off of because apparently the original agreement was Loma versus George Kambosos, and there was a rematch clause for Loma. I think there was a rematch clause for both. If Loma. No. I think if Loma beat him, there was a rematch clause for Kambosos to fight him again. But I think it was supposed to just be in the case of ESPN making all that money because it was going to be aired on ESPN. Once Loma dropped out, the only reason Haney got the deal was because he had to accept the same deal as Lomachenko, which involved, a rematch clause with Kambosos. But then Bob Arum, he said you have to drop the zone and you have to sign a 3-fight deal with the top rank. So the third fight, you're going to have to fight Loma.
That's interesting, bro. So Devin Haney put himself in a little pickle then, huh?
Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm going to go mute. Keep talking to the people. I got someone calling me.
Yeah, man. But right now, man, Fury seeming real patient. Whyte's being aggressive though, man. He's throwing them. He's trying to throw some haymakers in there. He's trying to kind of be a little bully towards Fury a little bit, trying to make up that height difference. But Fury's looking kind of good, man. He's throwing the jab. He's keeping his distance. But Whyte's getting in there with the good body shots though. So it's good. It's a good fight. I'm not disappointed. Good jab by Dillian Whyte. Okay, he switched now. Yes, he's orthodox now. He threw me off that first round. He must have did that on purpose or something. Fury is fighting off that back foot though, like Flu mentioned, man. He's not pushing the pace like he did with Wilder, and that's very interesting to me because I'm just thinking like, what made you do that with Wilder? But maybe the coaches noticed that Wilder doesn't fight good off his back. I don't know. It's interesting, but Fury's putting it on this man though. Whyte's trying to take this man's head off, though, boy. It's crazy. Ooh, that's a good one, too, by Fury, though. Yep. Whyte better get right, man. It's not going to look good for him in the future, man. Ooh, that's a good body shot, though. It's a good fight, man. I'm entertained so far. Ooh, good 1-2 by Fury, though. Right down the pipeline. Ooh, another good left right there. Man, Dillian Whyte low-key getting pieced up right now, boy. You better keep them hands up. He don't keep them hands up.
All right, I'm
He
back,
ain't
y'all.
gonna
My
get
bad.
knocked out. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
What I
Yeah,
miss out
Dillian
on?
White, you kind of getting pieced up right now, Fury, man. Yeah, Fury looks comfortable. Go ahead, last one. Preach that, preach.
Fury started taking over.
He's
Started
just
putting them
hitting him with
paws
that
on him.
1-2 punch, and White's just trying to hit him with like big haymakers to the head.
I see that left hook, that check left hook. Ooh, White's going crack. That check left hook from Tyson Fury though is catching Dillian White every time he's trying to close his distance.
Mm-hmm.
So that means,
That's what I'm
baby, you better
saying.
keep that thing tight.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, his defense is looking kind of sus right now. I'm like, he's just in there trying to throw haymakers. I'm like, nah, bro, you can't do that with Fury.
He
Fury's
can't
too
get past
too
that jab.
big. Bam. Check
He's
his
got to
ass.
find a way to get past that jab, man.
It's hard.
You gotta start trying, maybe try and do a little bit more body work. And then also too, you can't be so predictable. He's loading up on too many of his punches. Like you're coming into aggressive. You're throwing the double jab, but you're making it like you're making it pretty damn obvious. You're gonna throw, an overhand hook behind it, whether it's to the body or up top. But I do like that he changed it up the second time because he got caught with that check left hook, and when he did that double jab, the overhand right, he switched it up to the body. That's what he's gonna have to do. Everything's gonna have to be to the body for Dillian Whyte. You're gonna have to break this man down, man. Too big. Chop the tree down. Chop the tree down. That's what they say.
What would you do?
You gotta chop the tree down. I just said.
So if you was in Fury's position, I mean,
Fury's position or Whyte?
White's. You were just trying to get in the body as quick, as good as possible. How you dodge the jab though? What would be his technique to dodge his jab right now?
You can't. You're gonna have to use his own jab. He can't. God damn. That check left hook is killing Dillian Whyte. He doesn't even know what to do.
It's killing him, man.
He does not know how to close in with that. He's getting hit with that every single time, bro.
But I'm not gonna lie, White's trying to be a little dirty though. He's getting in there, getting a little dirty with him.
I know. Use it straight. If he uses that straight, if he uses that straight right hand more so down to the body rather than trying to get the hook, he can possibly keep himself from getting caught with that check left. But that's what you said actually is a good way for Dillian Whyte to change it. Oh my God, Whyte, he's
getting work.
But I'm like that he got to make it dirty. You're gonna have to start trying to force clutch. Remember when you said I forgot who put the comment saying Dillian Whyte should put the work in the clinch.
Last one.
Well, I'm like Tyson Fury ain't gonna let Dillian Whyte clinch. So I'm like Dillian Whyte's gonna have to try and force that. But Tyson Fury's boxing great though, so it's like it's easy to say, but every time Dillian Whyte gets in close, he's getting countered with a jab or a check left hook, or that right hand's coming down the middle. Oh, that was a beautiful combination with Fury. Yeah, Fury's just...
It's just really crazy to see somebody this tall really be able to box this agile.
It's beautiful work, beautiful boxing, ring control,
and he's
IQ.
Out of shape too. It's like, he's
really not out of shape. Come on now.
I'm talking about just like, you feel me? He got the love handles. Like he's moving like good for the weight he got on him. You know what I mean? Like this dude's in the NBA that can't move that swift. You know what I mean?
That's training though too. At the same time, that's why you got this. It's building blocks. This is where you need to be at. Why you don't know that Fury's funny. As soon as they got up in that clinch, that man grabbed both arms, hold on tight. He's like, "You ain't finna get nothing off in the clinch, boy."
Yeah, he not
separate us.
White's best bet right now is to try to break Fury ribs or something with a good hit. His best bet, man.
I just don't like that he keeps going to the double jab for his, as his way of getting to the inside. Like, he got to have to switch that up sometimes because he's just all Tyson Fury is just waiting on that second jab for him to throw that check left hook. That's beautiful boxing from Fury. He's keeping Dillian Whyte at the end of all his punches.
I'm not gonna lie, Whyte's throwing wild, man. He's throwing like he's just really trying to knock this man out.
Because you can tell he's frustrated. He don't know, like he's feeling like the only way for him to be able to actually, land a punch, he's gonna have to throw something wild because he feels like he's out of range.
That one
he's trying to make up the range.
That Fury 1-2 is really devastating him right now. He just beep 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 beep. He getting him right every time. And that check left, man.
I say Dillian Whyte looks in good shape. He like stamina wise. He hasn't slowed down. I know he hasn't touched Fury through what round are we going into?
4.
He hasn't touched Fury in 3 rounds.
Isn't that crazy? Fury's only had 3 title fights in his whole career.
That is wild. And then at the same time, it's like came at such like basically he's talking about he's gonna retire now, and we consider him the greatest ever. well, a lot of people consider him the greatest ever. That's all the title fights he had. Changing the game, right?
That's not even a lot, man.
When we look back, I feel like we're gonna be like, oh, what if Fury does decide to retire early? That's the thing about Dillian Whyte too. He's always been when he goes against a fighter who likes to feint a lot. That's always been a lot of trouble for him. That's how he got caught with Povetkin.
Bro, that check left is oh my gosh, right over the top.
He's literally just low ball pushing him too.
Yeah, man.
Whyte, man, you're gonna either have to get to the point where you're just gonna be like, man, F it. Like you can't talk
it's getting
all
chippy.
This mess.
It's getting chippy.
You can't talk all this mess though about Deontay Wilder. Two big boys. That ref's too small to be in the middle of them. But I'm like, you can't be talking all that mess about Wilder and you don't come in ready to fight, looking for the KO. At least Wilder made it a fight.
He knocked the man down Whyte 4 times every time he met them. Only the second fight he didn't knock him down. He knocked him down every time they fought, bro. Is that not a fact?
Too long. All right, that is a fact.
That's why it bothers me that people are always trying to disrespect Wilder. Like, oh, he's garbage. Like, bro, what do you mean? Why nobody else knocked Fury down that many times in the times he fought him? He knocked him down twice in a round. It's never happened before in his career. Ever.
Last one was like, what was the ref's problem? I think the ref got a little bit mad because when it got chippy, he got scared for a minute.
Yeah, he didn't. He felt like he lost control for a little bit. He like, I can't control the fight right now.
They so big. I'm like, something does get out of control, man. That man is back.
That's a good check left right there by
Whyte. And the cut. I think the cut was from the headbutt in the clinch. I think I headbutted. I'll give Whyte this though. When he throws his hooks, they look savage, man.
They do. He look like that's what I'm saying. He trying to take somebody's head off.
Hey man, I think that's what Whyte needed was that little chippiness because it looks like he's coming. You know what I'm saying? He needs to make Fury uncomfortable. He needs to make Fury uncomfortable. He needs to make Fury just forget about his game plan. He needs to make him scared. He needs to make him feel like he's in danger. Whyte looks like a big boy, doesn't he?
I'm not gonna lie though, the crowd got me hyped. I
know, bro.
They going crazy over there.
The crowd is fired. I'm like, you would never see that in the States. The States would never be on their feet when you know what I'm saying, when niggas is clinching.
Nah, they know it's
They know it's about to get crazy.
Coming over the top. That 2 is hitting them every time, bro.
Isn't it wild though?
Oh, that's a good jab though.
Maybe Whyte has a better chin than Wilder. I don't know, but he's taking around the chin. I wish Whyte would.
But the fight is different though because he's throwing off his back foot with these punches though. Versus Wilder, he was coming full force. You know what I'm saying? He's coming into those punches more so than he's hitting like that.
I think Whyte has a small cut over his right eyebrow. I believe
he does.
It's not a big one. It's a pretty small one. Beautiful boxing now from Fury. Whyte's gonna have to, man. He's gonna have to hit Wilder getting hit. That boy Whyte over here throw it behind the back of the head. I love it. There was so much respect. Oh, I see what's going on in the back. Fury's team is talking shit. It looks like to Dillian Whyte's team. Is that what's going on?
Okay.
And actually, I'm agreeing with you right now, last one. Why is the ref going so hard at Dillian Whyte? He's not saying nothing to Fury. They both in the fight, bro. Like, he is saying something to Fury, but the difference, I'm like, chill, bro. Okay, all right. Maybe I spoke too soon. You getting at him?
Yeah, it's getting nasty, Laws. When they in there getting greedy right now. I don't like it.
I think the biggest thing Dillian Whyte can do too is just keep this up and hopefully slow Fury down. I know Fury is a cardio machine, but who knows? What you really think he was taking this fight as seriously as Wilder?
No.
You think he's gonna have the same
he said
cardio?
Wilder, remember he said he was masturbating 7 times a day, and
I don't think he was really doing that though.
Bro, he said he was
masturbating 7
times a day, and he didn't even train for the last
fight. No energy, bro. He would have no energy, bro.
Oh my God, bro. Nah, because remember after the first fight, he said, I respect Deontay Wilder. Yeah. He took that second fight super serious.
Hey, I'll give Fury this. He's being very smart too. After he's throwing his combination, he's either choosing to go all the way to the inside to avoid a big overhand hook, or he's making sure he's angling off. But
he's fighting different from Wilder. You would agree, right?
Okay, I see why the ref got mad though. Whyte low ball elbowed him. Fury's fighting scared though, boy. He's throwing double jabs and he's coming in for a hug. Like that's some bullshit.
But is he not fighting Whyte differently than Wilder?
What's good with it, William Smith? Salute to Northern Ireland.
If you ain't joined the family, man, join the family, man. Go ahead, subscribe, man. Like, hit the notification game, man.
Hit that subscribe button if you're not part of the family, dog. We would appreciate you. We'll welcome you with open arms. He said, "Why he tired already?" I don't think he's tired. Dillian Whyte, if you watch him, he looks like
he always
this.
Fights like this. Man.
He just looks like he's tired, but he's not.
Some people just breathe heavy for no reason. I know a dude that don't even be working. I'm like, you good, bro? Like, yeah, I'm just breathing.
He got a lot of weight to him.
Yeah, he's a little heavy. Yeah. I don't even want to get on him like that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying some people breathe a little hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if he breathing hard and he just sitting down, man, imagine with some cardio.
That is correct.
But Fury is fighting off his back foot. He did not do this with Wilder, bro. And why do you think that is?
You know, I think it's like I said, without me getting into conspiracies, if you want to just keep it boxing, I think you have to fight off your back foot with Dillian Whyte because you want to avoid the clinch. You want to avoid the clinch and him having the possibility of being able to get off hooks or body shots. So if you fight him off the back foot, you always have that option to either, like Fury's doing, when he throws a double jab, he can come all the way in and grab him, hold him until the ref breaks it up, or he can throw that double jab, and once Dillian Whyte wants to counter, he'll be able to throw that check left hook or be able to pivot out of the way to avoid Dillian Whyte being able to close the distance. And it's working. That's a crazy comment, Estrada.
Yeah.
Only evil for the comment like that.
Oh, me, Estrada's the troll god. Hey, what happened to them Bulls?
There we go, Wilder. Oh, I call him Wilder. My bad, Whyte.
What happened to them Bulls, Estrada? Let me know. 30 piece.
What happened? They lost?
They got 30 piece last night.
Oh, 30 piece?
In the off. That's on it. That's 30 piece in the off. You might as well not have came to play.
Was Middleton back?
No, he didn't even play.
So who went off?
The whole team.
Well, I guess that would make sense.
The whole team, man. Wilder's fight on the front foot, so he's at a disadvantage when he made to fight on the back foot.
And he doesn't know how to fight off. Well, he does know how to fight off his back foot. We saw against Luis Ortiz.
Exactly. I just think Wilder's just big. I mean, Fury was bigger, you know what I mean? And Wilder, I feel like Wilder just ended up having fights where he didn't have any tune-up fights in the meantime with Fury to work on adjustments, His adjustments had to come against the same person that just beat him, So that's kind of hard. Versus if I'm like, okay, say you just gave me work in hoops, right? And I gotta go play you with the next game. My adjustments might not be in time to be polished up. Versus I go play another team and try to work on those adjustments. When I play you the next time, I'll have more confidence. Like, okay, I've been working on this. I went to another game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, but it don't really work like that in boxing, unfortunately, because it is what Lost One is saying, where styles makes fights. It's something where you can train as hard as you want, but at the end of the day, if you go against someone stylistically that can just take advantage of certain things that you just can't be that good at, you're gonna lose every time, unfortunately.
Lose every time.
And that's why I'm like, stylistically, why Fury's always gonna be a bad matchup for Wilder if he's able to always fight the way he did those last two fights. Now, if he changes and he fights the way he fights against Whyte, then we're talking about something different.
So Fury, let's say hypothetical, it's all hypothetical. After this fight, Fury announces his retirement. He relinquishes the belt, right? Like, I don't know, a month or two afterwards. He just relinquishes the belt. Wilder comes back and fights for the WBC and regains the title. Does he go ahead and unify the division? Do you see Wilder coming back if Fury retires?
Well, I don't know, honestly. I don't know what's going on with Wilder because it would have to make sense. Like, there's not too many options for him to come back to.
I'm saying, though, but if Fury retires, that would give him motive to be like, I'm going to get my belt back, right?
But why? I feel like you would have more motive to get your belt back against the guy you feel like you should have beat, especially who's considered the greatest. Like, that kind of, like, that would kill motivation in my opinion. If I'm thinking from my head, if I'm Wilder, All right, the only thing that could really bring me back is either one, I can get a chance at Fury again, or possibly get the belt back. But if Fury retires, it's almost like people are going, you know how people are. You can come back and get the belt, but people are always going to say, "Well, you never beat Fury." That's always going to be there. So it's almost like a two-headed sword if you decide to come back. Then, real quick, Lost one said, "Styles make fights while his inside game ain't strong, so he has to set stand on his toes against Whyte. You got the range. Might as well keep him on the outside when he throws that hook left. Check hook, whatever." Estrada, it's only one game. We good. William Smith said, "Who else other than Ortiz has made him fight on the back foot?" Gerald Washington actually had him fighting on his back foot. And then last one said, "Fury's a bad matchup for everyone. So big, but can box so slick, but can also bulk up and bang if it's called for." Yes, he's what I like to say. I made this up the other day. He's the KD of boxing. When you look at the eye test, he can do it all. 6'9", bigger than everyone. The boy is he's special talent. I will say this though, this fight is a lot less entertaining than Wilder and Fury, huh?
It's just because you knew Wilder had that punch power to really knock this man out.
And then the punch was from a long. It's the right hand, so Wilder essentially doesn't have to be, in a good position to throw it. He just has to be in range, and because Wilder is just as big as Fury, his range is similar. I thought he almost got dropped. His range is similar to Fury, so he can throw that thing from a distance and catch Fury, and Fury not even realize it because like, damn, this boy, this is long and big as me. Pause. Whyte, on the other hand, man, Whyte, his best punch has never been his right hand. He actually, in my opinion, I think his right hand, he doesn't utilize it very good.
I think Fury's starting to put that weight on him, man, and drain him down, man. I think that's what he's trying to do.
I guess I'm a little disappointed by Whyte's performance here. I just thought maybe he would come in with something a little bit different.
You can't talk about Wilder, though, and then come in with like this. You ain't giving no smoke for Fury to feel like he's in danger. Like, Fury felt in danger that last fight when he went down twice. He's thinking like, damn, if I don't get right, if I don't get establish my distance again, I might be cooked.
I just don't like, too. Also, is when I feel like Whyte is in a position where he can let his hands go. He's throwing like one. He's throwing one combination, one left hook to the body, one left right hook to the body. Double it up. Get in his grill, push him back.
Oh,
you're a little bit ahead of me. Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Oh,
it's over, y'all. It's over. The uppercut. He Paveticing him.
Oh no!
He Paveticing him. It's over. He Paveticing him. They did. Oh my God.
And he kissed him on the forehead. Oh no!
He kissed him, man. Oh, you ain't got to say that, dog. He said it. Then kissed him on the forehead. He
went over Romero the man. Oh
no! Oh, Ja. That's crazy too, man. Whyte got pummeled the whole entire time. He didn't even have a chance.
He didn't even minister no pain. At least
I said that with
Water.
Nobody was talking about this thing. Nobody was talking about this goddamn fight. Dillian Whyte.
Hey,
this is the last chance at anything, man.
Am I wrong though? Think about even Klitschko. Klitschko didn't even put no damage on. Yeah, see, I told you, he kissed.
It was like forehead. Finish him.
Oh no!
I'm mad though. I'd have been mad if I was Whyte if the ref did kiss me on the forehead after. Cause I'd just been like, "Come on, man! Like, I'm already halfway out.
I mean,
now you trying to just belittle me?
You gonna let that man kiss me on the forehead after I'm out?
Like I'm your son or something? I just got a whooping. Now you just telling me everything's gonna be okay? They love it. They love it. Hey, good performance from Fury.
But am I wrong?
How you guys feel about this fight? Out of 10, what would you guys rate this fight out of 10, entertaining wise?
6.
I give it a solid 4.5.
Okay.
Ooh,
but am I wrong though?
Was going crazy.
Out of everybody that Fury's had a title fight with, Wilder is the only one that administered pain to him.
Yeah, he's the only one that made it exciting. But that goes back to Dillian Whyte's statement. Y'all check out the video I posted on that. Y'all check out. He said Dillian Whyte basically Deontay Wilder made Fury. He said everyone considered Fury to be a boring fighter. 3 years ago. Now he's must see TV and watching this Dillian Whyte fight. He's still a boring fighter, but like it was a beautiful knockout. But something about it was just, I don't know, something about this fight just wasn't that entertaining to me.
Did you see him push him after? I thought you can't push like that. He pushed him
Maybe it's
down
the
after.
time it happened. Man, my mom's been blowing me up.
Can you do that though?
What?
Can you uppercut somebody and then push him down?
Shit, it's Fury. He can do whatever he wants.
Bro, I've never seen somebody knock somebody down and push him afterwards.
That's my kid. The ref's gonna be walking around. He's gonna be like, "You see that guy right there, Dillian? That's my son." Appreciate that, William. Appreciate that. Y'all being up in here, man. Give all y'all 10s. Maybe part of it is the time the fight happened. Maybe it's just because it's during.
Yeah,
you know, that's probably part of it too. If it was at night. Maybe I'd be like, oh. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Last one gave it a 6 as well. It was frustrating to watch Whyte try to get on the inside. Maybe I'm giving it a 4.5 because I'm being salty. Maybe I'm being salty. Maybe it's because I thought Dillian Whyte.
You can push like that though, bro. Like you can't push somebody down like that, bro. You can't do that.
Well, he was, but like, let's be real though. I'm like, he like when he got hit with that uppercut, he would have fell anyways.
But you're supposed to finish it up with like a 2 to the face or something. You can't push somebody down, bro.
Yeah,
like that's. Come on, man. If Wilder was to do something like that, bro, they gonna be on him, bro. Like
I will say this
away.
too. I will say this too. Maybe it's towards the end. I did feel like Whyte was getting the a little bit more of the skull because I'm like we like the kiss on the forehead at the end, probably his son now. Then during the whole entire time, I feel like the ref was scolding Whyte more so than he was scolding Fury. But whatever. That's what happens when you Tyson Fury, you fighting in. Which, by the way, fighting in an arena that he was banned from for so long. So I'm like, this is a magical moment for the Gypsy King. Appreciate you, Ebony and Sweet. Estrada gave it a 3.5, so he was close to mine. I said 4.5. So
it just shows me Wilder is one of the best heavyweights of this generation we've seen.
How are you making this about Wilder, man? You like Skip, and he turns everything back on LeBron. Could be talking about the Sixers.
Skip, LeBron. Go James, the came and be here.
Like,
did you see him? Did you see him?
Get back to that.
Did you see him on Undisputed with a blunt or with a backwood rolled up, bro? Talking about I'm smoking that nugget and that Nets pack.
It was recently.
Yes, bro. He's like, I got that.
I didn't see it.
He's like, come on, Skip. Where you going, Skip? Oh, you gonna talk about
this fight was weak. There was more hugging in this fight than actual fight. Yeah, I wasn't impressed by it. I thought it was a beautiful uppercut. I thought the finish was amazing, but I don't know, man. How do you feel? Like, let me ask you this, because I'm like, these last, the past 3 or 4 weekends, you know what I'm saying? We've gotten back into gear when it came to, boxing. We had bigger fights when for a while they were kind of dead. We've had anticipation behind these, matchups lately. Do you feel like they've all lived up to their intense anticipation, or do you feel like possibly majority of them have been hyped and we still haven't really had a really great fight weekend, like a great fight? You know what I'm saying?
I think that Spence fight was probably the best one we seen. I think that was a good fight. I thought it was good action. I thought it was good boxing from both people. I just feel like Ugas, he just wasn't expecting Earl to really get out there and really keep throwing, I think he thought he's going to be more into some defensive. You know how he fought against Porter, on his back foot, defensive, not really trying to throw too much, only looking for the counter versus really pushing the pace, you know what I mean? So I think he prepared for a different fight, but he still ended up going, 10 rounds, I believe it was?
Yeah, I think it was 10 rounds.
Like 10, and then ended up just getting up out of there because they just called the fight off. But I think that was a good fight, though. I give it to that was a good fight. What other fight was that we watched?
Before that, it was a Ryan Garcia one, real quick. Fury retiring. No. So I don't know. So were you listening to at all to the post fight real quick? Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming from Ebony and Sweet saying that Fury didn't say he was retiring. William Smith, he said, where his fight is the arch. His with the peace sign. Salute Northern Ireland. I respect it, man. Right for your dog. You know what I'm saying? Salute though, man. Appreciate you being up in here. Hopefully you decide to be part of the Black Goose family, man. We always do the Fluence Lounges every Saturday night, and you can hop in whenever you want. Last one said, I'm going to eat, guys. Hey, yeah, go enjoy the rest. Anybody's about to enjoy the rest of Saturday, go enjoy the rest of Saturday, man. This is the only thing, like, man, sometimes I like the midday fights, but then sometimes I just be like, man, they be so random because it's like, I don't know, just be the middle of the day, just kind of mess up the flow. It's like, what?
I can't wait for that Shakur Stevenson fight. I think that's gonna be fire.
because that's next
gonna live
week,
up to
right?
that way.
Next
Yep.
weekend.
And then the
So
week
we got
after
that.
that is May 7th. I don't know who fights on May 7th, but I know that Rolly fights that month.
Yeah, Rolly fight. We got Devin Haney and George Kambosos is coming up.
Also,
We got some of the smaller fights. We got Andrade versus Zach Parker. That's coming up.
yep, that's May 14th, right? Or
May
something
14th.
like that.
We got David Lemieux, David Benavidez coming up.
Yeah, we got some fire fights, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of fights coming up.
I think the other, like, even though this one wasn't the greatest, that Ryan Garcia fight, man. I'm sorry that I know he's from our hometown. I know
that was trash.
The desert. That was so bad, bro. I was like, yo, Ryan,
that wasn't even a fight
you
worthy
like
being anticipated for.
Like you're supposed to knock that man out, bro.
Waste of time.
You think you will beat a Gervonta Davis or something like that? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, you have trouble with Issa Cruz, goddamn. I'll give Lubin and Fedora that was a fire fight. I didn't expect it to be good. Oh yeah, we also got Jamel versus Castano 2 coming up.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, that's gonna be fire. Now Jamal, he took the little pussy way out and he's fighting Selecki, so I don't want to see that shit.
He's fighting Selecki?
Yeah.
That out of all that waiting he did, he gonna fight him?
All the shit talking, yeah. That's what he ended up. That's who he's fighting. So I'm not looking forward to his fight at all. But I'm like Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castano 2 is gonna be fire. Fire. So we got some good fights coming up. I just hope that they actually, end up being. I just don't want to be disappointed. But I don't think it will be. Especially we got some UFC cards coming in as well. So we'll see how that goes. Worldwide all day, baby. We're gonna keep growing. All day. What you finna be on for the rest? You know what I'm saying? Your sets.
I'm gonna watch this Nets game at 4. I'm gonna see if KD is gonna live up to the pressure because it's crazy. I talked to Dantley the other day, and he made a good point. He was saying like just because somebody has skill doesn't mean they have the ability. And when he said that, I was like, what you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? He was like, if you want to look at skill wise, KD's way more skilled than Bron, right? But if we talk about ability, Bron has all the ability to do anything. He's the perfect basketball player. You're talking about wanting to do everything on any side of the floor, he can do it. He's one of the greatest athletes. They want to say it's Tom Brady, but Bron is the greatest athlete we've ever had. I'm just like, I agree with that. But he's saying like skill wise, like, yeah, you get KD, but like KD doesn't have the abilities that Bron can do. That's probably lead, get guys in position. You know what I'm saying? Like just take over a game and make his presence felt. Like when LeBron's out the game, how many stats have we seen that the team is like a minus 220 or 22? You know what I'm saying? And then when he gets back in the game, all of a sudden the level of, you get what I'm saying? Like he has a stat for that.
I thought that was pretty known though. I was like, that's why KD went to Golden State. I'm like, he's never been known to be a leader.
But it's just, you feel me? A lot of people want to keep saying he's the best player in the world. Like yesterday, I had tweeted that Giannis is the best player in the world, but they don't know how to market him and don't know how to utilize the publicity of him because he's not an American. You know what I mean? They never had a face of a league that's not an American. It's always been an American. So they can't probably maximize the money from Giannis by saying he's the best in the league. He's the face of the league. You get me? So they're probably trying to figure out how to do that. That's why they're trying to hold on to Bron for so long because they're like, we could still maximize that money from him. But when it comes to Greece, he's a whole nother nationality. He's not going to rep the United States. He's going to say, I'm from Greece. You know what I'm saying? So the money revenue might not be the same.
To an extent, I also will say, though, I'm like, KD is the best player in the league, though.
Well, we going to see. I'm like, that's just my opinion. Like, I'm just talking about
it. Where I'm looking at it, I'm like, for me, I don't ever base, okay, he's the best player off the league based off of what his team is doing. I'm just going off of, all right, if I'm looking at it from who is the best individual, and I'm looking at it from the eye test, and then also with, whatever stats or statistics you want to, give me to look at as well. I'm like, okay, this is what I think the best player of the league is. I don't really look at it as, okay, his team plays better, so that means he's a better player. Nah, because I'm like, there could be all type of different circumstances. And I'm like, KD's situation, I'm like, his team is trash, man. We saw what KD did to him last year. He get buckets, bro.
Yeah, he did.
Buckets all by himself. So I'm like this year, especially them going up against who the fuck they playing?
Boston.
Yeah, bro, Boston is stacked.
It's the same team as last year, though.
That's the point. They're the exact same team as last year, so they're a year better. Everyone was able to progress together. So I'm like, that makes them that much better as a team. When you're talking about the Nets, Everyone's brand new for the most part. Well, not everyone, but a good majority of them is niggas who ain't been there before. And then Kyrie just joined the team full time. When like 10 games ago, 12 games ago, and Kyrie is a different type of player, bro. I'm like, you got to play a certain way with that guy, because I'm like, he's not a traditional point guard. And I'm like, at the end of the day, KD has played with two point guards that, some people want to say with Russell Westbrook, he's more of a scorer and things like that. But I'm like, bro, Russell Westbrook is much more of a passer, in my opinion, than Kyrie.
Yes, of
Russell
course.
Westbrook can actually run a point guard position. So I'm like that. So I'm like, at the end of the day, KD was always in a position where something could be ran, or he can be out here and he can be looked for. Steph, I'm gonna look for you. Here you go. Or you got a shooter on the outside that can distract, the defense to an extent where it opens up the floor for him a little bit. Kyrie, like, he's a pull-up three-point jump shooter, but at the same time, the way his offense is, it's similar to Harden's. That's why I feel like, in my opinion, they didn't really work out like that together, because Kyrie and James got a similar style as far as spacing for the floor.
I just say this: if you put Bron in his prime with Russell Westbrook in that 2016 when they was up 3-1 against the Warriors, they not losing that series.
I know that. I'm not saying KD's better than LeBron. I know
I
LeBron is best. That's my favorite way. Like, how? No, but what I'm saying is KD off of the eye test, skill wise. If you're looking at a dude, you just like, all right, he got everything, and then the way he moves, 7 feet, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's KD. But best player in the league before I gave it to KD, it was LeBron. I'm giving it to KD now because LeBron. So I'm like, the last 2 years, in my opinion, probably like 3 years, I say I gave it to KD. But
before that, you had Kobe.
Before LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Before you dub, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was Kobe. Because I'm like, Shaq started to fall off pretty damn quick. Shaq was only like the best player in the league for like what? Maybe like 3 years too.
I swear to God, once he hit 400 pounds, nigga, it was a wrap. Curtains.
Everything was going. So I'm like, that's my thing. I don't give it to Giannis yet because I just feel like Giannis, I just don't give it to him yet. But I know I'm going to. Like, dude's still fucking young. He's like 26 or something. So I'm like, probably in like 4 years. That's when I'm like, all right, he's the best. But I still give it to KD for now, just because most niggas, if they try to lock him up, man, he gonna get more. It's just he's been looking a little shaky as of lately, but that's because the Celtics have amazing team defense. They do. Like their team defense is absolutely amazing.
They're selfish.
And Steve Nash is a terrible coach, so he don't know how to fucking adjust, use his team, and use his players. How you have KD and not know how to make sure that man's able to get a good bucket?
I know, that's a shame.
That's terrible, bro.
But I feel like Ben Simmons and everybody, it's crazy because I'm like, I'm not saying I'm a big Simmons fan, but I'm like, I understand basketball. I'm like, you put Ben Simmons at the 5, KD at the 4, Bruce Brown at the 3, Steph and Kyrie and Seth at the 1 and 2. I'm like, that's an unstoppable 5 right there. You got everything you got. Only thing you're missing is a little bit of defense, but I'm like, Ben can make that up because he can play guard 1 through 5.
You want to know something? I'll make a crazy statement, and it may not be crazy for the people who know because people might probably just assume I don't like Kyrie. But if I was the Brooklyn Nets, I'd ship Kyrie for whatever I can. Because Kyrie and KD is just not going to work. That's not going to work. I'm telling you. It's just
Kyrie
like
for Westbrook?
Man. I doubt Kyrie want to play with LeBron again.
Shit, that's his best bet to get another ring.
But I don't think Kyrie's in it to get another ring. You feel me? He says
I think Kyrie, AD, and LeBron would be retarded.
You said Kyrie, AD, and LeBron?
That'd be retarded.
I wouldn't have trusted it, though, because we talking about two fragile-ass niggas together.
Yeah, that's
crazy. AD and Kyrie? Man, you talking about between the both of them, man, missing at least a combined 30 games.
So, what would Kyrie go to?
Kyrie might just miss the games just because.
You got to remember, only reason the Nets got Kyrie is because of KD. You feel me? So, where is he going to go for a franchise?
He's not going to go anywhere. The Brooklyn, they invested too much. I'm like, they've invested way too much. I don't see them going anywhere. I'm just saying, if I was Brooklyn, I would ship Kyrie up out of there because I'm like, I think my best bet, let Ben Simmons come up in here. We're going to play this tangent, the 6'10", and 6'10" with KD and Ben, and then, just surround them with, with shooters, but tall shooters, like, Tobias Harris. I know, I'm just talking. I know they can't get them, but, like a Tobias Harris or like Terrence Ross. That's what I was saying. Ain't no wrong with Terrence Ross, but man, he's a shooter.
This guy is crazy, man. Everybody said Terrence Ross. Respect though. I mean, he's not weak. But I'm just saying like it's just a random name. Just
It was. I was thinking about like a tall shooter. Every and Sweet said, "Y'all missing the news." I wonder what happened then. Tyson Fury must have called somebody out.
Yeah, he retires. The lineage heavyweight. He
retired.
It says, oh, it retains. I thought that said retire, man. Somebody, my bad.
Yeah, retire. Oh, that's retained. My bad. I didn't see the TAINS. Yeah, I'm gonna type it in. Let's see if we got any news up in this mug.
Well, he's talking about you missing the news and inform us so we can tell the people.
I know if you still up in here, Sweet. What's going on? What we missing? I don't see nothing. As soon as he won, I just turned it off just because I was just like, man, that shit was a little bit disappointing. I didn't want to see him get. I just want to see Dillian Whyte get worked like that.
He got worked.
Yeah, I don't see nothing. Dang, he did knock him out in the 6th round. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Oscar Rivas
predict that?
Oh, he might fight Francis Ngannou. Hey, that would be wild. I could actually see that happening. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That would be a stupid fight, though. I wouldn't be interested in that.
Ngannou will get pieced up.
I know it's gonna be the same thing. I'm like, Ngannou gonna look worse up in that thing than a hybrid fight. Okay, now that is interesting.
Oh, he might lose that. The hybrid fight's like involving kicks, right?
Yeah, probably, or takedowns or something.
Oh, no,
Tyson Fury get touched on the chin by Ngannou, especially if they do like smaller gloves or something.
Oh, it's over.
That's a wrap, bro.
It's over. Because I think Ngannou's power is just similar to might be a little bit more devastating than Wilder, just because he's a bigger boy and naturally bigger.
Boy ain't answering his phone. I'm busy, Mama. I'm out here doing the Fluence Lounge.
Oh, he said they would use MMA gloves. Yep, it might be curtains for that chin.
Oh, Fury gonna be looking like he did against Wilder in that first fight. Sleep. But he might be folded up a little bit differently. You know, when Ngannou be catching dudes, they be folding up like Romain Stervin did against Wilder. But every dude folds like that.
That was crazy.
There's no way they finna do that. Oh, he was there and they brought him into the ring. What?
I didn't see that.
They might really be making it happen. And I'm like, the only way they're gonna okay that, the UFC has to be okay with that. I'm like, they're not gonna do that. No, but what I'm saying is prior. I'm like, they have to get the okay from the UFC and Dana for them to even present that idea publicly and walk him into the ring. That would be a conflict of interest if they did that without getting approval of UFC. They could get sued for that.
Oh,
so it must really be in the works. That's crazy. The world we live in today. I would have to see the rules. I like me based off just a little bit. We know, Fury would get shot out of that.
Yeah, it'd be a wrap.
Boy would be sleeping, man. Acting like he the Undertaker, my nigga. That was an all right fight, though. I wasn't impressed.
What you about to do the rest of the Saturday?
Well, it's 5 where I'm at right now. It's pretty hot up in this mug. I don't know, to be honest with you. I have no idea. I'm trying to decipher if I'm gonna go to the park or not, or the gym, or just chill. So that's my decision right now. Whatever I do decide, though, the biggest decision is if I want to go out tonight. Because I'm trying to think that I want to go out and see if I can find me a little honey. I don't know if I feel like it. Because sometimes one of the most tasking things of going out is just the whole driving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think Dana would do it too. But I think the only way he would do it is if it was in the UK. They put it on the UK because that's where most of the money would be made. Well, yeah, damn, now to think about it, they flew Francis all the way out there. So they probably making that happen, bro. See, he'll get a wifey tonight. Shit, temporary. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I never do the lift thing. I'd be thinking about that. I never be doing the lift thing, like just get a lift.
They gonna tax
that's
you.
Because the money, and then also because I don't want to be, I'm a cheap motherfucker. I don't want to be doing that. But then also too, the wait after, you know what I'm saying? Like when you ready to leave, you gotta wait, which is trash.
You gotta hope motherfuckers is driving.
Yeah, that too. So I'm not really big for the whole lift thing when you go out. I'd rather just do it myself. Don't drink and drive, kids. What about you? You decide if you're gonna go out or no?
After I take this nap, we gonna figure it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a spur of the moment thing. I'm gonna see how I'm feeling. Because I'm like, as of now, the way I'm feeling, I'm just like, I want to enjoy my goddamn Saturday. Sometimes it just be too much of a hassle to go out and shit. But all right, people, we ain't gonna overdo this. No reason to stay on here any longer. Good time, Fluence lounging. You know what I'm saying? It was a solid fight. Solid little fight. Did at a different time than usual. I will say this: is there any what basketball games are tonight? Any basketball games?
I just told you the Nets.
I know, but like a little bit later, because I'm
Oh,
like you
just
said, that
it's
comes
the
on at 4.
Wolves and the
So that's 6
Memphis.
my time.
Memphis.
Oh, just Wolves and Memphis. Where they play? Are they playing out here?
No, they play in Minnesota.
Damn, I was like, they're playing out here. It's probably gonna be lit tonight. I don't know, but what you said the Nets play at 4 your time, so that's 6 my time. I don't know. I may be down to watch that. So who knows? We may come back on. You know what I'm saying? We may come back on to do a watch party for the Nets Bucks game, possibly.
Nets Boston.
All right. Goddamn. Nets Boston game, maybe. We'll see. But salute to people, man. We appreciate y'all. We for sure gonna be back this Monday because it looks like finally Xfinity showing me some love. But remember I told you those in. I feel like it always happens at night. So we're gonna see. But appreciate anybody who came up in here. Anyone's gonna do the rewatch of this. Hit the like button, subscribe channel, all that good stuff. Be part of the Black Wolves TV family. We may be back. We'll see. Either way, blessings, positivity. Appreciate the love and appreciate y'all coming up in here as always. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. We out.